Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Contest of Speed. This is EU3. We are at round 6, and we are at Mexico for this week's edition, and it will be the last edition of EU3 because they have a break next week. So hopefully they can deliver some entertainment. As always, I have Shane alongside me, but he's slightly deflated than normal.
Let's not go that far, but yeah, sure. Yeah, evening everybody. I have been looking at Ami going around, and he hasn't invalidated yet, so he will be the first one to set a time as he's coming through the stadium section right now. Jumping right into it, of course, no time for banter. As we have the first person finishing a lap right here, coming around the final corner, it will be Ami opening up the DRS. Oh, no, wait, the DRS is much further than I thought. 16.8 it is.
That is pretty decent. 16.8. I did a race yesterday, and it was at Mexico, and Vamu was at the race, and in Q3, pole was a 58.
That so with an 18 flat. Fragnies with an 18.1. Shamrock third with a 17.2. 16.9, 16.8 for the top two so far. Sneaky Tom now. Ooh. Running straight on the stadium section. He's definitely pitting that car.
Let's do. Well, we might as well just do a slight introduction. This evening we have got Johnny Damon.
Yeah, I see him. I see Johnny Damon.
As a reserve, he is in for
one of the Red Bulls.
One of the Red Bulls. I can tell you the Red Bull and who it is in a quick second. He's in for Tinus. He's in for Tinus.
Yes.
I knew that. I was about to go Red Bull Dutch driver, but they're both Red Bull and they're both Dutch, which is not.
Sygate's Dutch.
Great. Yes, Sygate's Dutch.
Oh, cool.
Acid Masters is in for Blades, or should be in for Blades, hopefully.
Tivo has made it to the race this week.
Tivo has made it to the race. Sneaky Tom is in for J-Ray in the McLaren. The likelihood is Sneaky Tom will probably get a full-time seat for the next race. So when we come back in a couple of weeks. But watch that space and I will keep you posted if that happens. Titch is on his way. Acid Masters should be in, but I can't see him yet.
Storms does a 17.8. Acid Masters. I don't see him in the lobby though.
A few technical difficulties tonight.
Maybe someone has forgotten an invite.
I don't. No.
Shall I invite Acid Masters?
You can and try as well. Sorry, I'm having technical issues again with my laptop, which isn't good. As well as we had a very interesting technical issue before we started. The timer counted down and reset, which was a bit weird. So me and Shane freaked out a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. But everything seems to be working. Mexico, well, Shane doesn't like it. I don't find it too bad, but track limits will be the topic of conversation, I feel, this evening.
That definitely, but it's more the S section to me than the track limits. But
I like the S section.
But I
know why you don't. I know you don't like it because the curbs are a little bit horrible. You're gonna have to run those curbs over quite a bit, to be fair.
It's not that. It's just the fact that I can't get through it without spinning. Like last season. Okay, here's the deal. Every Continental Speed race at Mexico so far, I have been spun out within the first 3 laps. Either by someone else or by myself in the S section.
I just think that's very unlucky. It sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, it is a me problem, but I've been here since season 4, so can you count how many Mexico races that would be?
I don't know, but
Damn.
I know it's at least going to be... it's at least going to be 4 or 5.
Just the fact that just astonishing, the fact that I've never made it past lap 3 on Mexico in all of the years I've been playing F1. Anyway, Thibaut sets a 19.3. Brando Foxy has done a 17.6. Puts him up to 4th.
Tichy and Acid Masters will be joining. Acid Masters reckons he's going to get here in 5 minutes. Tichy says he's hopefully going to join before the end of qualifying. He probably won't get a lap in, so he is definitely cutting it fine this week. So at the moment, only 15 drivers as Acid Masters. As Foxy, you would have seen that on stream, everybody. He dropped the back end into the pit lane and it reset itself, so he was lucky not to hit the wall.
Acid Masters is in the lobby.
Will be in the lobby soon.
Steve going through the S's right here. Red light flashing on the back of that car.
Let's see who's not improved.
Now the stadium section coming up. Nice little hairpin here. Right turn. Another right turn. Flowing into the final corner, and Steve dives it into the pit, hitting the pole, hitting the little pole that sat there on his entry. But it looked funny. He just moved it aside. It stayed up.
Shane. Steve was on the hard tyres. Now
he was on the hard tyre. Yes.
That for me. Well, that immediately tells you what kind of tyre selection he's chosen for this weekend, which is obviously the harder selection, because he wouldn't be getting any of that. We'll just for Steve's sake now, we'll just pop the tyres on so you can see, just in case someone goes a bit spooky. Red mask down into turn 1, turn 2 and turn 3. As he then powers his way through the first DRS section to turn 4, 5, trying to have the car wide, 6 and 7, and then Shane's favourite part of the track is coming up, people. We've got turn 8, 9, watch the curve, that's the curve that's going to get you 10, 11 and 12, a lovely flowing section. Oh, he's just invalidated. DRS open for a second time. Before we head into the right hand for the stadium section.
As Shamrock puts his car up into second with a 16.8.
Difficult traction zone out of the stadium section. And Red Mask is going to finish the lap, interestingly enough. And he would have done a 17.4. He did invalidate in the S section. That's a quick lap through Mexico.
First lap under the belt, 16.709 into second.
Yes, let's go and have a look. See if we can find someone else. Who can I find?
I see. Twitch Storms ran wide into the stadium section.
Yeah.
I think he has Dan ahead of him. Yes, he has.
Yeah, Dan's.
Also.
Don't know what Dan's doing. Don't know if he was starting a lap or not.
No, I think the wizard, he just invalidated. I think he's gonna give.
He is gonna start that. Oh, shame we can do it again.
I thought he was gonna slipstream his teammate.
He's gonna go on board. Set 427. 211 miles an hour on that run down into turn 1. Bit of wheel spin. Running down into turn 4. Where I think we're going to see quite a few more overtakes into that corner this evening. And then, I mean, it's got three DRS zones, Shane. I don't know how much use the third one is, if I'm being honest.
It's a small one, but I mean, it counts if you're able to follow closely a section, maybe even running a bit higher downforce. It can help you to stay on the back of the car ahead, especially with higher downforce. You're gonna drop off in a straight line, so it helps a little, but I don't think it's enough overtakes unless you can really line up the car for the final part of the exercise.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's all about contraction. Now that includes under half time, 71. Didn't look too bad of a lap, but yeah, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't look that bad from the Ferrari driver in front. But interesting to see how that worked. There's no one else out on an outlap. Twitch Storms is on the outlap. Everyone else is in the pits. We could probably go across to Acid Masters. I think he's about to start his lap. He's running out of sync with everybody else.
One of the few to not set a lap yet. We have 2 retired drivers as well.
Yeah, we do. Spud was retiring from the session because he thought he has food on the way, and the food's not here, and it's going to arrive probably just in time for the race. His KFC is not here, which is
I may hope so.
Interesting. Aston Martin is on his way. Tichy's in! Tichy could even get a lap in if he wants to, but I don't think he's going to.
If he's fast enough.
If he's fast enough, we'll see what happens. Again, no one through the S section. No one's spun off through the S's just as of yet.
So far, no, they haven't. But let's just keep an eye on everything. As Acid Masters has still not invalidated, so he will be able to set a valid lap.
Yeah, there'll be Twitchy coming out the stadium section. Very difficult, that part of the track, that traction zone there. It comes across the line, and it's 18. Another lap that didn't look like he made any mistakes, but he finds himself a second and a half off pole, which is a bit...
Maybe just pace.
Maybe it's just their natural pace. Twitch Storms was on his outlap. He is currently just shy of 2 tenths quicker this time around.
So 2 seconds ago it said Steve was on an outlap, now he's on a timed lap?
Yeah, so if you're on an I think what it happens, if you're on an outlap and you approach the third sector, you're in the third sector, it then says you're on a lap.
That's weird, because Steve has now just started
his lap, yeah, which is why it's just done it, yeah. I know, it's strange, very strange. I don't get it either, but that's my theory.
He does have a McLaren in front of him, but nicely done. It's off the gas, not to run in the way. Turn 1 it is. Right turn. Turn 2 then takes it not as wide as others I've seen. And there we go. Keeps on going. He has the... Is it normally qualifying that the red light on the back is flashing all the time?
It's harvesting energy, but it isn't.
Okay, yeah, right.
Because he's on 100. Yeah, right. Twitch Storms did a lovely lap there, 17.5 into 6th place. So that's good for him there. There's a lot of traffic, I feel, on this lap, and a lot of them are going to trip over each other. So Steve's on his outlap at the moment. Ami's just gone pole position and knocked Sygate off it.
Yeah, I find it quite weird that Steve is not burning any ERS, because if I look at other people, then the ERS is about 20% or something. So why is his on 100? Is he just doing a lap without ERS?
He's doing a lap. I think he's just had 2 goes at it, so now he's going to start up again, and now this will be his lap. So I'm not going to go on board with Steve just yet, because there's other laps near the top of the times.
I'm just going to stick with Steve.
That are looking good, like Shamrock. Shamrock's about to finish his lap, and he's just done a 16.6.
That's not far off pole.
It is not far off pole.
He might have another chance.
He might have another chance. Brando Boxy. Sygate's in. So that could be pole position decided right there between those 4.
Yeah, Sygate's definitely not taking pole anymore.
No. Twin Gene, who or Brando Foxy, who won last week, currently finds himself in 7th place, Shane.
Yes, Sygate out of the equation. What can Steve do as he's coming up on the stadium section right here? He does set a purple second sector, so wait and see right here what can my man do.
Foxy does a 17.1. Steve is well up on his time, but that's because he's done a 26.1. And Steve goes and does a 16.9. Ooh.
5th place. Definitely not a bad lap.
Sneaky Tom invalidated. Ooh, interesting.
Red Mask also invalidated. Fragnister also invalidated. Invalidated. Then I have Jaren stopped on track. Shamrock in the pit. So that will conclude your qualifying session for you.
It will conclude qualifying session indeed. I think there's a few drivers out of position because of the track limits, but that's what makes it really good to get a good lap round here in qualifying. Staying within those margins, penalties will be on the way.
As I was about to say, indeed, we are going to see some penalties, and a lot of them.
I can tell you there's one man that's not going to get a penalty.
Yeah, I bet.
And I guarantee you he'll make up at least 2 positions because of it. Because that's what he does. The wizard doing.
That's his trademark, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought he was a wizard too.
He's a wizard. He's our wizard.
Yeah, but... yeah.
Ami on pole. Edges out Sygate, and then Shamrock in 3rd, so very tight between the top 3. Jaren just a 10th behind. Good qualifying session. 4th, Mercedes, and 5th, Linus Stern, just like they were last week in the race as well. Brando Foxy finds himself in 6th, Two-Spell 7th, Twitch Storms with a good qualifying 8th. Sneaky Tom, probably a little bit behind where he wants to be, 9th. X4 2 7 10, Aston Master 11th. Frank Nisa 12th, Tebow 13th, Johnny Damon, Spud, Tichy and Red Mask did not set a lap in qualifying. Shane, I am looking at the championship standings.
Yes, always interesting. Tell me about it, tell me more.
Would you like to know about it?
I would love to know about it, and I hope the stream shares that thought.
Okay. Currently leading the championship is Twin Gene, who has got a win and 2 second places. In 2nd place on 57 points is Tichy. Yeah, that's right. I said his name. It's Tichy. I think he'll. Yeah, I know. I think he'll be pleasantly surprised. In 3rd place, we have the other brother of Two-Spell. He's on 55 points. And then on 52 points, in 4th place, is J-Ray. That's interesting. That's not right. Because I'm pretty sure a 1st, a 5th, and oh no, it's a 3rd. Maybe it is. Maybe it is right. Maybe it actually is right. He's got a 5th, 1st, and a 3rd. He's on 52 points. Crazy. Sygate is 5th on 49 points, and then we have a gap quite a big gap to everybody else.
Okay, so it's kind of a six-way battle for the lead.
It is. I reckon
like,
Shamrock will bring himself into that battle as well. He's
yeah, okay, fair enough. I was thinking maybe God, what am I trying to say? Twin Gene, maybe he's a bit too far out from the rest of the field, but no, maybe it is a six-way battle.
He's missed a race, and in all fairness, a couple of guys at the top have missed a race. He's also not had a good race, but then he's had some other good races. So there's not really anyone that's been massively consistent so far.
So, tires, Shamrock, Johnny Damon and Red Mask on the hards. May I say the Wizard as well on the hards. 4 drivers on the hards.
Wow.
Seeing a couple medium runners and a couple soft runners.
I'm seeing a few soft runners, a lot more than what I witnessed yesterday. Everybody went on the hards or the mediums, and then went on the. And there was one person on the softs. That is crazy. Hopefully they're backing then an early safety car or VSC of some sort.
Or maybe a late.
Some sort chain. Wow, that's a tongue twister and a half.
Yeah. Sorry that my name's so hard. Like
no. It's me trying to say 3 words beginning with S. Tim Man's left.
How hard can it be saying 3 things really nice?
It is. Tim Man has just missed out on the race. He was not sure if he's going to make it, and he's missed out by basically a minute, unfortunately.
That's unfortunate. Anyway, this race is about to start as we're rounding up the grid through the final corner. Well, as I say that, the back of the grid is actually still in the stadium section.
Very slow under the safety car during that part of the track. AJ's hit us with a prediction. Wizard Tom JRM podium.
Not bad. What I want to see is can we get another photo finish for the 3rd time?
That would be very good. The guys have got to get within 11 thousandths of each other this week, as we've been within a tenth for the last 2 weeks.
11 thousandths of each other this week, 30 thousandths of each other the week before at Baku. Can we beat the 11,000?
I have got the worst camera angle in the world.
Same. Is it behind the thingy?
Get your microscopes out, people, because we can't see it.
Oh, I can see now, but it's still
I can't. Lights out the way you go, which is really good, but we can see them go 3 or 4 wide, and it is Ami and Sygate.
It has taken the leads. Ami has a horrendous start.
As we have a slipstream down to turn 1, there will be, I reckon, an instant if we are not careful. Twin G appears from round the outside.
Yeah.
As we all follow our way. Please. No, we didn't do it! It would have been pretty good. Danny's falling to the back of the grid. Sygate fighting off the Haas at the moment.
I'm seeing position change in the middle of the pack. Red Mask diving on the side of T-Bone. Nothing going on there. Frag B. Ooh, the Wizard spun. That's a free position for Frag Beast. I don't know if he had anything to do with that, but from the looks of the positioning, I doubt it. And I'm not biased, just for the record. Anyway.
He spun!
Ooh. Yeah, I told him that before the race.
Someone Sneaky Tom's off as well. No wing damage for either, but just some very hot and extremely...
A little bit of T-Mortars coming into play. T-Bo gets the better of Twitch Storms, then gets a massive tank slapper coming out of the stadium section.
Soft round here will overheat, and they will do... Sorry, everybody, I'm getting it wrong. There we go. Acid Masters up to P4 already. 7 places, Shane, on the opening lap. That is a fantastic start from the Aston Martin driver. Brando Foxy also up 4 places near the front of the grid, so that's a good start for him. Biggest losers are Sneaky Tom and the Wizard down in...
Spud gets Twitch Storms on straight, no DRS needed, he says. on the mediums as well.
I ran a preset 4 round here in my race yesterday, and that it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad either. Because I decided to retire in qualifying. Steve has gone.
Losing 2 positions. I think he is in fact
Bum.
gone. Yes, he has.
Thibaut has as well.
And is that Fragnisa going again? Yes, it has. He's in the wall.
It's going very well.
Yeah, I can tell you one thing. Fragnisa is definitely gonna blame that on me. I tried helping him out with his setup, with the knowledge I had. But as it looks...
Hashtag blame Shane then seems to be the culture.
Hashtag blame Shane. Damn, imagine Twitch chat just spamming that.
Cool.
We just had a huge chat. Anyone spam that would be cringe.
We'd be in a little bit of trouble. Spud and Red Mask then join Acid Masters by being the biggest movers. Up 8 places for both Spud and Red Mask from their qualifying positions. They are on the move.
Yes.
Oh! Both spun in sympathy. Amy and Brando Foxy. One went and then the other one decided to go the other side.
Oh, Ami as well.
Yeah, Amy, Foxy went first, then Amy decided to go afterwards. There's a Red Bull gone off. Johnny Damon.
Ami and, Twin Gene or Brando Fox. Ami and Foxy are just still together. They're fighting into the stadium section with overheated tires probably after that split.
They're going to have to.
Going at it.
They've gone from podium places down to now scrapping for the points, which is not ideal for either. Gap between the top 4 is 3.5 seconds. Spud is in charge of trying to cut this thing down. Sneaky Tom is...
Did she get past Red Mask on the main straight? You know, you could say they went from 0 to 0.
They couldn't. It's not been good. We've had 3 laps so far, and we're on lap 4, and every time we've seen at least 2 people spin per lap, which is fantastic. Sneaky Tom is not loving life. And neither is Spud. Neither is Spud after that, and that's quite a weird place to drop the car there.
Why does Spud always have to spin every race? Can't he just get a podium finish once? Come on.
We love Spud.
Yeah, we love Spud, but I want him to get a podium, but he never does.
Oh, and the tyres are overheated. You can't take it like you normally can. Yeah.
And Ami is gonna send it on Foxy again here into the stadium section. Has the inside, gets a little bit squeezed to the inside by Foxy, but he has to give it up. Then position is Ami's.
Yeah, roles reversed that time. Ami to the inside before he was to the outside.
Yes, sir. Sneaky Tom has retired himself into the pits.
I'm not surprised. Let's have a look at the tyres then.
As there we go, Foxy on the main straight has the DRS and gets past Ami. No. Oh,
Ami
Ami
says no.
sends it right the outside. Ooh,
There's a few corners on this track that allowed you to do that, to go to the outside and hang it in there. We've just seen Thibaut go. We've just seen Thibaut go, and then Ami's going to go to the inside. Oh, contact!
A little bit of contact there, a little bit of wheel banging, and you know, Johnny Damon, all he has to do is just sit back, relax, and just at some point these two are gonna make a mistake, and you're gonna get 1, maybe 2 free positions.
No, the American driver had.
And we have another spun.
Oh, Red Mask is in the wall.
Ooh, I did not. I expected people to spin, but not this much.
No. Considering no one did it in qualifying, all of a sudden everybody's doing it.
We're on lap 5, and we've seen a spinner like every lap so far, as Thibaut also goes in the SS.
By the way, that's 5 laps and 2 people spinning it out every time. so far.
If you say it like that, JRN gets himself up into the podium positions. Covering over the outside nicely, something that Foxy didn't do. Foxy stayed to the inside and then Ami just took full advantage to send it. Ferraris are fighting each other.
Swapped, I think the soft tyres, Shane, are starting to overheat.
Yes. They are starting to fall off.
Basing it off that information we've just seen down at the Ferrari garage, or the Ferrari team, they have swapped positions. Thibaut is spun and has stopped and now dived into the pits.
She had a little look down the inside of Twitch Storms, but nothing going on over there, just gonna sit behind through the S's. Thibaut has in fact given up.
I'm going to feel dizzy watching these people, watching cars go round and round.
Isn't that what we do every week? Watching them go round and
yeah,
round?
But spinning round on a sixpence, you know, on a spot is a bit...
Well, it is lap 6 and we have had no spinners this lap, so hooray to that.
What a world, eh?
Hey.
Tichy is going to... Well, I think this time Tichy's going to get it done. No, he's
into
not.
the pit, so the softs might be down here. JRN on Acid Masters here into turn 2, now into turn 3. The softs on Acid Masters might have gone off. Can JRN get another position? He got Shamrock. He's now gonna get... He's not gonna get Acid Masters this lap. Maybe next.
Tichy got... I tell you what, I was watching Tichy up against Twitch Storms. That Alfa Romeo's got some straight line speed. Blimey.
Yeah.
Tichy had to pull to the outside with the DRS and then tuck back in because he didn't have enough speed outright to then overtake him and then tuck back again. Acid Masters has got out of shape, I think, coming out of the S section. That's a great camera angle. Cheers, Code Masters. JRN is now through, and I'm expecting the Aston Martin to be pitting in this. No, he won't, because he's going to have DRS. That's why he's not pitted, I don't think, this time round.
Nah, I mean, I think he should take the DRS and try and get the gap to the cars behind even bigger, but we are seeing an overtake here.
Yes,
he has gone back through, but
oh, very close.
Gets it wrong on the curb, and Jaren has to slam the brakes to not hit the back of the Aston.
Tichy, once he's been he's deposited Twitch Storms, he has just set the fastest lap of the race so far.
Yes.
So Alpine and machinery working well. Cue the commentator's curse.
Steve gets past Johnny Damon on his little set of mediums.
Johnny can let that happen. Johnny's doing well. He's on the hard tyre.
He has dropped off the back of Ami and Fusi, who are a little bit up the road, about 2 seconds from Steve.
Shane!
The first one
not
to get
only,
a penalty is
not only has he got a penalty, he is the first one. I didn't think...
and Storms exactly follows the lead of the man who usually don't get penalties.
I can't do it because I'm on my person. Yeah, he's done it! Woo. Clipped it. Clipped that moment. I've clipped it. I never thought I would see the day ever again. We have a yellow flag in... Why have we got a yellow flag in sec?
Because there's an Alpine going slow in Spud.
It's
probably letting the leaders go by. Well,
Spud's going to unlap himself in a few laps anyway, because these guys are all going to pit, and he's on some hards. That's a clumsy penalty though to pick up on the exit of that corner.
Yeah. Anyway, the first one to get a penalty is the one we least expected. Oh. If you said that at the beginning, I wouldn't have believed you.
No, I wouldn't believe you either. I can't believe it. There we go. They're flying in now. It's like London buses. There's not been any for a while, and there's 5 that have all turned up already. There's a nice...
London buses.
London buses. Anyone British will understand this.
Is it really like that?
It is. You wait around for a bus for ages, it's usually late, and then all of a sudden 2 turn up at the same time.
Oh, damn.
It is annoying.
Here in Belgium, they're just always late, and they never show up as Jared gets past Acid Masters.
And it's kind of working. Sorry Shane, gap to Lee's come down to 1.2 seconds, so them swapping back and forth is kind of working.
Yeah, but what is the gap looking like from, let's say, Acid Masters to Tichy and JRN to Tichy?
It's about the same. 4.2 seconds, 4.3 seconds is Tichy off the back of Shamrock. That's the one.
Yeah. So, like, I would have thought, I have DRS now on the soft, so I'm gonna stick with these guys, try and build a gap, but... I think that's Spud.
It's Spud. I thought it was Tichy, because Tichy was going through there at the same time. I was worried.
No. Don't you worry, bro. Don't you worry. Anyway, as I was saying there, I thought he would gap the rest of the field, but the gap is quite staying the same. Sygate.
Yeah, Sygate's in.
Getting rid of his softs. Acid Masters thinks he can get a little bit more out of these tires, but the question is, can he?
None of the front 3 have got any ERS whatsoever. They all had DRS though, because JRN was within a second behind Sygate. Sygate has come out and will come out behind Red Mask.
Okay, so 11. That is actually pretty far down.
That is not too bad. That means he's also going to have some free... Yeah, I'm not surprised. He's a lap down. He's tried his best. Someone's gone off.
That is the Red Bull of Johnny Damon.
It's Johnny on the hards. Johnny on the hard tyre.
10 lap old, so you can't say they're like fresh and cool, but
I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd be worried. I'd be worried if they're worn by this point. If I'm honest, Shane.
But Shamrock though, it's he's losing touch with GRN here because he's stuck behind Acid Masters on his old soft stuff. Gap is now 2 seconds, so as soon as Acid Masters dives into the pits, Shamrock is not gonna have any
he got to get Twitchy out the last corner. He's got to come in this time around, surely. Yeah, he lost over a second.
Yeah, so Shamrock here will have the DRS because he was behind Acid Masters, but he doesn't have the slipstream. Can he close at least a little bit of that gap, because he's on the hard JRN and mediums, but by the looks of it, the gap came down by like 1/10, 2/10 maybe. That's not enough, but now you've got it all to you yourself, since you don't have anyone in front dragging you along. Well, in case of Acid Masters, it was more slowing it down, but we don't look at that. Acid Masters comes out in 9th behind Sygate.
By about
behind Sygate, actually.
Yeah, by about the same, about a second. Fragnis.
It's the fastest lap of the series. Wow, I didn't expect that.
No, he's on 3 lap old mediums. Although he's at the back, he's 14 seconds off everybody.
Yeah.
Depending on strategy, he could still quite easily get back into it, as Tichy and Twitch Storms are going side by side. Tichy needs to stay ahead here because it will affect his racing. He doesn't. Twitch Storms goes ahead, and that's going to frustrate Tichy because it's going to take him an extra lap or so now to get past on as his mediums warm up.
So, I mean, yeah, the guys at the back, they could come back if they want to. There's safety cars, perhaps, maybe some more retirement, so there is a chance you end up in the points. There always is. Never give up, yet some people do give up. It's understandable, as Foxy is around the outside of the Wizard, but look at the Wizard, he's defending it with his life down the inside, has the outside for turn 2 and the inside for turn 3, and he keeps that position, but Foxy has another DRS here, and can he make anything of it. No, it's a little short section, just like
She going to the outside of the Alfa Romeo, which has got some brilliant straight line speed. Little bit of contact. The Ferrari behind somehow has avoided. Now we're going to go possibly three wide down into turn 4.
Saigate and Red Mask just had a little bit of a battle, which allows Acid Masters to claw back up to the back.
Oh, switchback! Switchback! Danny with a switchback underneath. He's done it.
Charge!
And Red Mask has retired.
That is going to be a safety car. Yes, I told you. And that is why you don't give up, ladies and gentlemen.
Fragnista, you have been saved, young sir. And Geraint has pitted.
Been spoiled.
Shamrock has also pitted. Now, we had a safety car period yesterday.
But look at the gap Geraint has.
He's
out of the pits already, while Shamrock is in.
We managed to get a set of medium Shane from basically half race distance, so could be very interesting to see how that works. Saigate.
Oh yes, Shamrock just gets ahead of Saigate. That is so lucky.
Saigate is going to be livid.
Yes.
He has lost
no
2 positions because of that.
And the Wizard still ahead of Foxy.
Foxy, interestingly, Foxy pitted behind him and has gone into a set of hard tyres.
Yeah, Fragnista also in the pits despite being on 5-lap all medium, so I'm guessing he's gonna go on the hards. Yes, he is.
You did get better than expected, Spud. I hope the KFC's arrive, Spud.
Oh wait.
Can you?
Well, I mean, it's a safety car now, so go get it, boy.
He's also out anyway now, so.
Oh yeah, true. He doesn't have to worry about anything.
Let me know what you got, Spud. Just out of interest. I've already had my dinner, so.
I've never had KFC before.
We spoke about this.
Yeah, but there's only one KFC in Belgium, and it's in Brussels. It's like, how you want me to get there by train?
I reckon if you hire your own private helicopter.
You know, okay, fair enough. I'm rich, but not that rich, okay?
I didn't know you were rich. That's good to know now.
Yeah, I have been debating. I have been thinking about investing a little bit into the ACC side of constant speed, maybe to allure some drivers to come over.
Cool.
If there's a little bit of money involved, but
are you saying some kind of wager?
Maybe that might get the EU side to wake up as well.
2 BQ snack maps. Oh, large popcorn chicken. Love popcorn chicken.
Damn.
It's very good. It's very, very good.
Also, mainly.
Go on. No, go on.
You were talking.
No, it's not important.
No, it is. You go first.
I was about to say.
I got plenty of time. We're still here for another, 21 laps, 22 laps? We got plenty of time. And especially, I think, one more lap of safety car, so...
we probably will have one more lap of safety car. It's not been a terrible race, and it's not been one that's been fun to remember. It's been a very solid EU3 race. We've had some overtaking, we've had plenty of spins to start off with, and then everybody calmed down. And we've had penalties, so it's just been a normal contest speed race, really.
Oh, maybe we might see the safety car leave this lap though. Fragnisa has caught up to the back of the train. Yeah, there we go. Wow. Well, I don't think that's the right move from Fragnisa though. I think he should have dialed it down a bit and just let the safety car go for another one.
So this is what we're going to find out in the next 19 laps or so. And mediums probably won't make it to the end. The hards will. Can the medium drivers survive?
Anyone on the hards, keep it clean, keep it safe, try not to spin, and just...
And AJ's gone with
Oh, Foxy's already side by side with the Wizard. On on the hards, by the way. And he slots back into the back of that Ferrari. But now the Wizard down the inside of Acid Masters.
There's literally a paper's width between those tyres. Good driving from everyone involved.
Twitch Storms gets past Army, it is. Army has lost 94.
Ami's tyres don't seem to be very warm because he's dropped 2 positions already. Wizard past Acid Masters, they all Constantina up.
The Johnny Damon trying it around the outside, but that is never going to work at these corners, at this section of the track. Wow, but I admire you for trying.
I had a chicken stir fry this evening, AJ. Look at all these healthy options that I have. Contact!
Ooh,
Foxy and Acid Masters.
Acid Masters into
How
the shadow.
ironic. If you're in the Discord EU3 chat and you would have seen that earlier, I don't know if Shane did, but the irony is massive.
It, but I don't think I'm
Acid Masters was
catching up to the irony.
congratulating guys on how good the driving standards have been from the majority of people, and then that's just happened. There's the irony, people.
It's kinda even for last season, previous season as well.
To which I was going to say to him, you haven't watched EU4, and he's then obviously obviously found the he's found Twin Gene's front wing to be very attractive.
The odd one out.
Yeah.
Nah, it's fairly clean over here. I mean, incidents happen sometimes, but the last 2 seasons of EU4 were horrendous.
Yeah.
They were.
I'm sorry.
Nah, shouldn't even have been streamed. To be honest,
I'm sorry, but I'm not driving, so it shouldn't really be my problem.
Hey yo, you want me to come over to the UK and slap your ass or what?
Yeah, I'm feeling brave.
Safety car again, wow.
Yeah, because Fragnista hasn't got a front wing on that Haas. What is it with Haas cars and not having front wings and bringing out the safety car? This was a thing last season.
Steiner paid the FIA for sure.
So the good news for Fragnista, he could probably do this, Shane, and get away with it. He can come in, put on some mediums, go back out, and then come back in next lap, put on the hards, and then come back out and catch the train. Because the safety car has to be out for a minimum of 2 laps. What, you maniac!
Maybe he's expecting another safety car.
Who knows?
I think the softs are the wrong option because he struggled at the start of the race on the softs, so I don't think he can get the tires quite. I think he overheats the softs too quick, so medium should have been the better option, but he's taken a gamble, and of course, what did Steiner say in the new season of Drive to Survive? No risk, no fun, right?
I've not watched it because apparently I've heard it is horrendous.
I have only watched the first 2 episodes, but it has not been. All I've seen so far is like mostly the Silverstone Grand Prix and then little parts of the other ones.
I heard that the Silverstone Grand Prix takes up nearly 2 episodes.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it's even more, as usual. They're like so full of themselves. UK people, though. Oh my god.
Shane won't be happy because Belgium will be coming off the calendar.
Of the Compass of Speed calendar?
Why not? Let's try. No, I can't do that to you because you've been that's the one thing you've been banging on about since the start of the season, so I can't do that to you.
Well, I mean, I've been doing comms. This is my 4th season on comms, and I haven't done Spa yet, so.
That should be.
And Fragnista is in again, cycling. I think he made the wrong option last lap, and he's gonna actually put on the mediums this lap. No, he's putting on a new set of hearts.
No, he's putting on the hards that he did have on
Yes.
and putting them back on. So,
Yeah, okay, well.
which is probably I would have gone with that option. Because you can go mediums from here, but towards the end of the race they're going to be a bit...
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Bit rubbish.
Mexico is a heavy track though.
Yeah, towards about 70% you're looking at towards the end at this stage of the race. That should be interesting.
You know, the safety car is only in sector 2, so there's no point holding up the safety car this time. But last time, Fragnista should have held up the safety car for sure.
Maybe. He's got.
Anyway.
Well, it goes really slow.
The safety car does go slow, especially in the stadium section and the little part, the beginning of the second sector. Yeah, that's it. And then the SS also goes slow. It's just a slow safety car around here, but you know we can't blame the Aston Martin for being slow.
Oh, it's in this lap. Oh, that's very late again. JRN will back the pack up. He will be under pressure a little bit, but you never know. He's we can see.
Oh, there's someone that Acid Master's just. Okay, that seemed a little bit dangerous though.
We didn't see that, but we are off, and going. Two Spell has gone down onto the outside. Oh, whoa! Get a bit twitchy out of shape there. The Haas of Twin Gene is looking to force his way through. Sidegate. Oh, contact between Tichy and Sidegate. Sidegate's lost 2 positions already off the start. Tichy down to P8. Steve sending it down the ins.
I really thought Twin Gene was gonna clip the Wizard there.
Twin Gene has gone past the Wizard. We didn't see that, but I think that would have been slightly on the Fortal side. If memory would go by it, Steve.
So Twin Gene now on the hunt for Jaren and Shan.
Be interesting to see if everybody makes it through in one piece, because these tyres are still warming up. Johnny Damon, 3 seconds added to his time. He's going in 10th position at the moment.
So now that it's a little bit dialed down, Acid Master at the start of the safety car, just at the restart, he was just pulled to the side there at the end of the stadium section and just cuts in to the corner just next to, or maybe just in front of Fragments, which is still very dangerous to me. But Tichy gets past Ami on the exit of the last. Shamrock getting past Jaren as well.
Correct, move for the lead. Jaren will hold it round the outside.
Takes it back. Ami then.
Yeah, but the thing is, it will compromise him for his run down into turn 4. He gets away with it at the moment because there's no DRS available. And you will need to try and
Ami did the exact same, and Ami he lost his position to Tichy, but got it back straight away into turn 1, then down around the outside of Johnny Damon. Beautiful move right there.
We are.
Acid Masters swinging it to the inside. I don't know why. Maybe felt like he was losing the back end.
He saw Damon run wide and thought, I'll try and go down the inside, but that door was never really going to open in the first place. Sidegate 3-second time penalty. It adds up and up. Fragnista with a superb launch out of the last S.
Yeah, he's gonna try and get Acid Masters. The hearts. It looked nice, but unfortunately,
it did look nice. We're going to watch Jaren now try and hold the lead.
Going to get the DRS. Not on this straight, but on the next one, perhaps.
Yes, on the next one, indeed. No, because the DRS detection point is the stadium section, so I'll be surprised.
Yes, so it will be after the essence.
Yeah, DRS is not available this time, so it's just the battery to which both have burned. In fact, everybody's been burning that away, like it's no tomorrow. Off the start. If Jaren can have a good exit out of the stadium section, he can literally just control the pace out front.
Yeah, he could.
Because at the end of the day, he's only got to stay in touching distance of Shamrock to have a chance of winning this race. The mediums will suffer towards the end of the race if
but
they're all going
Jared
to stay
also
out.
on the hard, so Jared would have that problem.
No, he won't. Shamrock has got in half a second, which I think will be enough, possibly. At the moment, the Williams is closing and closing and closing.
Fragnista picks up his first penalty, which surprises me.
The Mercedes has very, very good straight line speed by the looks of things.
I think Jaren has borrowed Steve's setup, because Steve usually has good straight line speed, as well as Johnny Damon around the outside of Acid Masters into turn 2. And he has the DRS. But Acid Masters, damn, he's sending it down the inside here for turn 4. Oh, clips the curb, he holds it.
Oh, touch again. Oh, big swap on from Johnny Damon. Shamrock's picked up 3 seconds. Wow,
that is not
could be decisive.
In the end of the race.
Two Spell got ahead of Foxy, but then dropped back behind Foxy. Interesting, didn't see that. Shamrock seems to have better traction and setup for this part of the circuit. However, the fast sweeping corners and the straight seems to be lacking on speed, as he has got the DRS open, Shane, and he's not really closing in as quickly as what we expect to, and he's still not close enough. Quick battle down in 8th place between Ami and Tichy. Tichy trying to hold around the outside, Ami's trying to hold the inside. A little bit of a tap between them. Ami's lost another position because of it. Just not quite got himself into the right places tonight. And Acid Masters is looking for a switchback underneath. No. In front of Foxy, 3 seconds. Ooh. And he got out of shape in the stadium section. The top 5, Shane, are getting closer and closer.
Yes, but we love that. We love that. A close race and an entertaining race is always fun. I'd rather have real life be like this than one driver running away with it.
Here we go. Jaren desperately trying to move out of slipstream. Sidegate and Wizard. Wizard's not going to give this up at all. No, the Wizard holds on to that position. Feisty.
As Tichy has made its way past Steve, and Acid Masters on the other hand has made its way past Ami.
Tichy
also
made a couple of places in the last couple of laps.
Tichy's not doing too bad,
No, but you are going to look at the likes of himself, Sidegate and Twitch Storms and Acid Masters on terms of, are those mediums going to make it to the end, because they're the ones.
But Tichy is one of the drivers without a penalty, and look at the guys ahead of him.
Yeah.
They all have penalties, and if I go look at the situation right now, everyone is on 3 seconds except for Ami. He's on 6.
Shamrock just seems to be getting a better drive out the corner initially, but then loses it towards the end of it.
Yeah, maybe it's just that Mercedes engine, because Tichy.
Yeah, Tichy's in the pits. I'm not surprised, and I think
that's softs for sure.
Shamrock dummied it. Goes down the inside. He's not quite, and now he's all of a sudden, though, he's going to find himself under pressure from Foxy. Foxy goes to the right-hand side and pass.
JRN, I love this from JRN. He's been under pressure from Shamrock so much, so what does he do? He gives the slipstream to Foxy. Maybe Foxy can get past Shamrock, and that gives him a little bit of breathing space.
You know, Foxy...
I love the thinking that went in there by JRN.
I love the... I'll be amazed, but I think it could be. Foxy and Shamrock know each other very well. Both come over from the same side.
Steve round.
I saw someone else as well, Johnny Damon, I think, on the spin as well.
And would you look at that, my boy Frank Nisser up in the points. All he has to do is get within 3 seconds of Ami and he can get 9th.
Doesn't need to. Ami's got 3 seconds time penalty.
Yeah, Ami has 9 seconds. Ooh. Let's go.
2 left. In terms of penalty bingo. I'm sure Destin will be waiting. And JRN's got it. For the moment, Shane's got it covered.
I'm gonna take a look. Let me see JRN. He only has 1 warning.
Yeah, X427 past Twitch stalls.
And Acid Mass is also 1 warning.
Danny's in 6th, Shane, and on the best tyres. Now, can he close that gap? I know he's got a penalty. Can he close that gap? Because he'll get to the end on those. I can't say the same for the Alpha sitting behind him though.
That train at the front looks mighty fast compared to Dan's pace, so I don't know, can he? As there's a spinner, it is Ami. So that puts my boy Frank Nieser up into 9th. From a couple of spins.
Johnny's also spun again.
Yes, and Steve now gets past Ami teaching as well as Johnny.
2 laps in a row. We will go to the train up front. JRN, Foxy, Shamrock, and the Wizard. Now, in normal circumstances, we'll be saying the Wizard wins this on penalties, but he's not going to. Foxy goes for it. Down the inside. And he's going to have another helping of DRS, although he need it because he gets out of shape from turn 2. Jaren is alongside him nearly. And that's the slot in behind. All those red lights are now flashing. Cygate is hanging on in there as well.
I just love how we have this train here. Just a 5-way battle for the lead. Anyway, and at the moment, the lead is just... It's JRN's. It's JRN's race so far, because he's the only one not on penalties within this train, so... Whatever happens, he's winning it at the moment.
Seems to have slightly better straight line speed as well. Cygate picks up a 3-second time penalty. That's on the exit of the right-hander going into the stadium section, so that's a little bit lax. JRN not had a great lap in comparison to Foxy, but has now got the DRS.
We are not seeing another safety car. I'm surprised by this. I would have expected at least a third.
I'll tell you what, I would be on tyre watch because something's going to happen here and someone's going to get upset.
Oh.
There's some mediums out there that are going to be struggling.
Maybe some punctures, perhaps?
I'm looking at the Alfa Romeo and possibly the Red Bull as well as the candidates for punctures. We will have 7.
Ooh,
oh,
Foxy,
no!
I was watching JRN and I just saw a Haas go sideways. No.
So was I, out of nowhere.
And that is front wing damage for Foxy for sure.
And no DSC or safety car either at the moment.
Yeah, he's missing the left end plate, and look at that. The right turn in to the entry of the stadium section is just not there.
Pressure! That's what pressure causes!
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta let him cook. You just gotta let him cook. As Acid Muscles is gonna send it down the outside of Twitch Storm.
Oh, Cygate and Two Spell have come together. Cygate has spun round. Oh, he's going to unghost at a really horrible time here. Can the other Ferrari? No, he can't get through.
Acid Masters and Twitch Storms actually caught up to the back of Dan and Cygate. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
On the move. So, Dan's had to back off there.
That this train was from 5, now went down to 3.
It's gone 5, 2, 3 indeed.
Cygate dropped off the back. Foxy
spun, so we got 3 drivers remaining, and more importantly, Wizard is struggling. Shane, he's now outside.
Johnny Damon is spun at the last corner at the pit entry. I doubt that's going to be a safety car.
A lot, J-Ray. You've missed a bit. We've just seen Foxy just spin from the lead in front of J-Ray, and J-Ray has held it pretty well throughout the race. We've been very close together since the safety car period from lap 17. There's guys out there on mediums, as you can see, and we reckon some of the medium guys aren't going to make it to the end.
For the lead, but no, those mediums are just done. Those mediums are not going to be able to fight anymore. Jaren has this race in the bag. If he doesn't spin, if he doesn't bottle it, he has it in the bag.
See what happens. Also, Jerry, the Wizard was the first one to pick up a penalty. I know, that was the biggest shock of all.
Yeah, that was.
After I said he would make up places because he doesn't pick up penalties. So there you go. Cygate can't now live with the pace, which isn't surprising when he's on those age tyres.
Yeah, he's on the oldest tyres out of everyone, and it's on the mediums. No, Twitch Storm's actually on 22 laps, but he is hanging on to the back of them. Well, no, he just dropped out of DRS.
Tuchel's had a better lap, Shane, and is now winning DRS once again. He's also got a lot more ERS compared to the 2 in front, so don't rule out the Wizard, because he can produce some magic at some point, but he'll need a lot of magic because he has got to
Shamrock is gonna try it again on these old forsaken mediums, but he actually puts the car alongside this time compared to last lap. The tires are just not there anymore to make that stick. It's just unfortunate, as Ami spun in the essence.
Jerry's asked, how are you, Shane? That's what Jerry's asked.
Jerry's asked, how am I? Well, I'm doing great, as always. Like, how is that even a question? I'm always doing good. I'm always doing good. Anyway, you know what? Even better, Fragnister is actually gaining time on Twitch Storms ahead, so I'm liking where this is going.
I'm expecting. I would expect the hard guys to now come back to the medium runners for the last couple of laps. Ami's retired in the pits.
Fragnister on the hards compared to the Storms is 23 old lap mediums. Acid Mass is 20 lap of mediums, but Acid Mass is hanging on to the back of Dan, so we're not going to see that move anytime soon, but hopefully, fingers crossed, he can get Twitch Storms before the end of the race. P7, 6 points would be great. At least something for the previous races that he hasn't scored yet.
Shamrock is the only one of the original top 3 that's still in the top 3. He is still trying to get he's closer this time round. Sends it down the inside. Jaren's going to try and hold it. He's then going to try and switch back underneath. The Wizard is arriving. Here he is.
The Wizard is.
This could end in tears, everybody.
So, scratch whatever I've said about the medium. Shamrock has made the move stick.
Well, we can ask these guys.
JRN still on that penalty-free life. But I'm checking he's on a second warning, so he has to be careful. He does have 2 warnings with 3 laps to go.
It's a dangerous game, isn't it? Sitting behind someone knowing you've got a penalty advantage over them.
He just doesn't have to push. Just stay behind. You're on the better tire. 19 lap old mediums compared to hards. You're on the better tire. All he has to do is just keep it within 3 seconds.
Could you imagine if he got a penalty? We have a 3-way shootout for the win. We still do, but it'll be another twist. But I don't think we'll be able to take it.
I don't know. I think Jaren's smart enough. He's been here long enough. He's smart enough to know what to do in this situation, and
he's going to send it back down the inside.
As long as he doesn't pick up a penalty, it's all good for me.
He's got to set him up into 4. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, and he has the DRS now, and pulls out to the inside.
Oh, I wouldn't go to the inside, because if I'm Shamrock, I can just hold it round the outside and then duck down the inside for this corner. And he does exactly what I thought he would do. Jaren's going to have to...
The Wizard's just chilling in third. He's just watching it all unfold. Maybe hoping for some shenanigans.
I've just switched to the Wizards ERS management chain, and don't rule him out, by the way.
And if I look at KRN, that's 10%. Shamrock's 0%. Yeah, Wizard is looking fine out of all of them, but as long as KRN doesn't pick up a penalty, his ERS is not going to matter.
Gap down to 4th, by the way. It's only
4 laps to go.
It's less than 4 seconds. Yeah, that's come down a little bit as well. So, dare I say, many things can happen.
Fragmister has brought the gap down.
Yeah.
It was over 4 seconds, and it is now under a second.
Under a second.
My guy is gonna get 6. That's, what is it? 8 points?
Yeah.
If the math's correct, 8 points.
It is 8 points. In that case, then, we shall have a look.
He's gonna go around the outside. Yes, 20 lap old hards on the 26 lap old mediums. I'm surprised Storms is still going on this tire, but yes, my guy, there you go. And now you don't spin it, bro. Two laps. He has to survive. That's all I want my guy to do.
2 laps for everybody to survive. That would be fantastic. We've got an exhilarating 3-way shootout for the win at the moment.
Hashtag not biased.
Not biased. Yeah, you're not biased.
Yeah, definitely not.
Shamrock leading Joen, leading Wizard. Joen hasn't got a penalty so far. The other 2 have got a 3-second time penalty.
Never say never. There is still 1 more lap to go.
There is still 1 more lap to go. This is what I'm saying. Anything can happen. Gap to 3rd and 4th has come down to 3.2 seconds.
But as I have stated before, I think Jaren is smart enough to just stay calm, not pick up a penalty, and we should be good.
Foxy has...
Oh, I see yellow flag. Is that?
Yeah, it's Foxy. It's Foxy.
No, it's Fragnister.
Oh, he's got no fuel.
Oh,
I didn't account for that. He's got no fuel.
Oh my god.
Shane's currently crying.
Oh, bro, I swear.
Oh my god, 3-way fight. Wizard down the inside. Boss, we watch Fragnister have fuel problems. Shamrock is leading. 2 spells second, JRN third.
I mean, Jaren's still winning the race.
He is still winning the race.
It is the last lap of the race, so.
He has retired in the pits. Twitchstorm's got a puncture.
Yeah, that was coming his way for sure.
That was coming. 27 laps on the medium. Shamrock is through. He's got a couple more corners to negotiate. The Wizard getting closer and closer still. But...
And Jaren has not picked up a penalty in this last lap, so that is it.
They have 1 more corner to go.
The end of the race.
Shamrock wins on track, but it's JRN that takes the victory. It's been well controlled, no penalty. X4274, Cygate 5th.
And he spins it on the last lap.
Titchy in 6th. Steve finishes 7th, just in the end to Tichy, not by much, less than a 10th. Twitch Storm, I think, with his puncture.
Yeah, he made it go.
Yeah, I think it may have been a spin instead. Acid Masters also ran out of fuel, yeah.
And then my guy spun twice at the beginning of the race, brought it back to 6th place, and runs out of fuel at the start of the final lap.
Shane has got a little bit of heartbreak, but...
Bro, I have a mental breakdown right here. It's just amazing how you can go from go from 0 to hero back to 0.
Driver of the day is Tichy14. So well done, Tichy. The game says you've done very well, so congratulations.
Yes. Driver of the day provided by Codemasters.
Yes. Meanwhile, our driver of the day, Shane, who should we give it to? I think this should be a thing again. We used to do this.
Oh, we used we did used to. I don't know, was I here for that?
I have no idea.
I can't recall, but there was another league where where we did that as well.
For me, it's Jaren because he controlled the race, especially at the end there, very well, and knew exactly what he was doing in terms of penalties. Shout out to... I know they'll like me for doing this, and they'll love me lots for doing it. Shout out to the Ferrari boys, by the way, 3rd and 4th.
Oh,
by comfortably their best result as a team so far this season. So well done to those two. Sidegate, as pointed out, Shane, another top 5 finish for Sidegate, which keeps him in the hunt on these early stages for the title as normal. I need to scroll because otherwise I'll be killed. So JRN, Shamrock Wizard, X427, Sidegate, Tichy, Steve, Twitch Storms finishing on those incredibly worn mediums. Acid Masters, Fregnista, Foxy, Amy, Johnny Damon, Red Mask, Spud, T-Bow, and Sneaky Tom. There we go. I will start doing this now. These guys now have a week break, which is fantastic. So they will not be racing next week. It is a long season. And Shane...
We also have a break next
week. Shane, you get a week off as well, so congratulations on that.
And then we get back with the fun part of the season.
We do.
Which are like Spa, Zandvoort, Monza, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yep, so E3 will continue as of the week March the 13th. That will be round 7. We are Le Castellet. We are in France for that week.
I just did that track on ACC, and yeah.
And then followed up by Belgium the week after, and someone is going to be very excited, and he'll probably be doing most of the talking that week than what I am.
Well, I mean, it is my home track. I got the life knowledge, you know. Countless times I've been there. There's a 24 hours of Spa every year, my guy. Every year.
Every year. The Mercedes is on the screen. And
yes, and the Mercedes is actually the only one in the party at the moment.
So in that case, then, I'm not going to make him wait. He's here, so he can have priority and everything else. JRN, congratulations. A race win, your 2nd podium of the season. And I would like to say, well controlled towards the end. Oh, I'm going to have to redo that now. This is just...
Nah, wow.
Well, Wizard just turned up. We could talk to you. We could talk to you. Hello. Oh, you can hear me twice now.
Yeah, same.
Oh no. Well, we'll get back to JRN. Wizard, are you here, sir?
I am.
You are. first of all, I was deeply shocked, and
No need to be. No need to
I
be.
nearly fainted in the commentary box because I
No
saw
need
you
to
got
be.
a penalty and the first person to get a penalty.
Yeah, no need. Basically, I got spun round by Fraggle Rock on lap 1, and it gave me 2 penalties rejoining the track.
Oh.
I did get another warning sort of on lap 8, but I've got my race director to send in, so I was
Oh.
just trying to behave myself at the end because I was like, oh, as long as I get the Mercedes, I'll be fine. And
Bliss.
So I'm half expecting a win, otherwise, unless the stewards decide to be fraudulent and biased.
I won't tell JRN that yet. I will. I'll let him soak it in at the moment. The wizard doing wizard things. A very quiet race, I thought, for you. You had a couple of battles, but nothing major.
Well, I was just trying to follow people. I mean, I got punted on the second safety car restart by the Haas, but I just feel like maybe the Haas was glitching a lot because it seemed to have a bad connection to everyone because it seemed to be wobbling around a bit. I mean, I feel a bit mean if I send in the punt because he did then end up spinning, and I got my Fernando Alonso karma moment in, so I think I might leave him be for that one because I'm a benevolent wizard. But yeah, I mean, I knew JRN didn't have a penalty, so I was just focusing on him because I was like, I've only got 1 warning. I've even got a warning to play with. And then at the same time, I was thinking, oh, I've got a stealthy 3 seconds here because they probably think I've got 3 seconds. So it's like, I don't. So I was just following him, and then I was like, I've got to make the move on the last lap, and did.
All I can say is I like the confidence.
Confidence, I would say experience head on those shoulders. But Wizard, I believe that puts you top of the championship going into our first week break of the season.
I like being 4th.
Well, that's your fault because you put yourself there through what can only be described as your consistency, which, let's be honest, we've come to expect by now. Because of your wisdom. So
I struggled a bit in the middle sector, but I thought I'd try with a bullet setup.
But congratulations. We'll hopefully you can continue this vein and form after the break.
Shamrock and JRN as well. That was good fun.
Thank you.
Very good fun. I don't think Shamrock's here, Shane. Is he here?
No, he can't. He's not here, but he said that he's delighted with P2. So
he's delighted with 2. So that's 2
P2s. He's delighted with P2. So
2 P2s in 2 races. We'll move over to JRN, who is our provisional race winner, but we're going to let him soak it in anyway. Look, as I was trying to say, a very controlled race from yourself, especially after.
What do you mean by provisional?
Well, apparently you have to speak to Wizard about that.
Wizard?
I only had 1 racing warning.
What can I do about that? The game gave you a penalty. I'm having the win.
He's having it. He's having it.
I'm having this. This is my first win. I'm having this. You better be greedy.
You can have the trophy, and you give it back to me next week.
Can you?
I'll have the points as well.
I'll let you do the celebrating, and then look, I'll just take a backhand.
We'll leave it to the stewards, and we'll see what happens. But for now, I'm going to say race winner. Deservedly so anyway. Look, it was well managed after the second safety car. Was it as easy as what you made it look at points?
No. And one thing I will say to Wizard, I let you through on the last lap to try and get at Shamrock.
That's why I thought sneaky 3 seconds. I love it.
So if you're going to take the win off me, then just know that I let you through.
Never assume. Never assume.
No, yeah, it was a good race. I had a really bad start. I dropped 3-4 places, and I was just kind of thinking to myself, oh no. But first safety car came out, and by that time I think I was in first, because I think I was, right?
I think you were as well. At some point, I don't know.
But I was going around final corner as the safety car went out, and I literally threw the car into the pits. Luckily I was at the right speed limit, but I was like, any further forward I'd have missed the pits, so I think that's what saved me. But I had a great battle with Shamrock. It was just back and forth, and then Brando Foxy comes along. and then he's ahead of me. I'm like, well, he's got a penalty, but he just loses it in front of me, and it shook me up because I was thinking like, oh no, but
that could be me. That could happen to me. But
so
look,
worried about picking up a penalty as well. That was
good.
on my mind the whole time.
I was going to say, we were a bit worried for you as well. We were like, oh, if he picks up a penalty now, he's going to have to push for it. But I mean, he didn't let anything else affect you too much. Your second podium of the season.
Yeah, third in cars, and I've been here 3 years.
Just need that consistency now. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at people and just looking at your results. Just need that consistency. So hopefully that can provide.
I feel last week I'd have got a podium until some absolute.
Yes. Well, that yeah.
Yeah, well.
I didn't mention him this evening, so
No more words need be spoken. But anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had a pretty poor race in Canada as well, but it is what it is. I hate that track, so.
But you can build from this 100%.
I feel like I've gained more, like, I don't know, what's racecraft since I've joined this league. I think you were saying it when you used to commentate with Dan, and I was very, like, I don't know what the word was. Ambitious.
Erratic.
Yeah, that was probably the word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what this is what it's all part of. This is what it's all supposed to be. You get better, your racecraft get better, and you see guys move all the way up through the tiers. We've seen many before, and we'll see many again. So I'm glad that is the case. Look, we move on to France, and when you've got a week break now, and then we're off to France for the 7th round. So enjoy your week off next week.
Penalty Central, that one.
Penalty Central. Well, it could be. It could be.
Depending, but yeah, it's a very open track, so a lot to expect.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. It was a
well
ride.
done. I'm sure this will be the stepping stone to possibly many more.
Yeah, let's hope.
Let's hope so. And thank you for the gentleman for coming in and having a little chat. Shane.
Yes.
Thank you.
Me.
Thank you as always. But guess
No
what?
problem.
You can have a week off now.
Yay! But there's no Valorant.
There's no. Well, you'll have to find something else to do, I'm afraid.
Yeah, play Valorant myself, duh.
So week off next week. EU3 will be back at 9 PM UK time on the 13th of March, where we pick up for another 6 races before another week break further down the line. AM3 this evening is at 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM UK. Crossplay 2 is tomorrow at 8 PM EU, and AM2 is 9 PM Eastern, 2 AM tomorrow as well. Wednesday is EU2 and AM1. Thursday is EU1, which has become the merger of Crossplay 1 and EU1. So if you don't know why there's no Crossplay on a Friday, it's now merged with EU1 on a Thursday. And numbers this week are looking a lot better. NASCAR on a set of course, it will happen during the week as normal. Go and check the socials, Twitter and Instagram, and also the website contestspeed.com will provide you with standings information. Thank you very much for watching. Good night.